right, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blend. Your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. You can broadcast live in our super luxurious and super high-tech studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. Although LA Kid says, still trying to listen to the online stream, and I'm getting an error message. Everything okay? Yeah,
seems like it's okay
fine.
to me.
I think it's a you thing, LA Kid.
Yeah.
I think you broke your radio listening to the Weekend Warriors. I think that's what happens.
That's a good point, Jeffco. Yeah.
You gave your phone radio herpes. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened there. So
I mean, I got it when I was a guest on that show. So
you
it's
had
not the first
herpes?
one. Radio herpes from the Weekend Warriors. Jeffrey's onto
don't
something.
use the
It's a
mic
thing.
after them.
Yeah,
you
you
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially Phil. It's
So
filthy.
LA Kid, if you have the app, you probably just need to reinstall it. And otherwise, just go to 1580thefanatic.com and just listen live there, man. If you're doing that online, or go to YouTube. We're on the YouTube, pictures and everything.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. Berg says going to be another tough night for Yankees fans tonight after the football game. Go Birds. Yeah.
Are they playing the Blue Jays?
I don't know who they're playing. I wasn't paying attention to that because all I'm thinking about is football right now. All I'm
the
thinking about is the
Astros.
NFL. I do know that the Arizona Diamondbacks are playing the Red Sox tomorrow.
Yes.
That is
Yeah,
all I know.
I believe in Boston. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, today is National Wildlife Day or Eat an Extra Dessert Day.
Oh.
I think we're going to go with that one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be the one we go with.
Yes.
Extra Dessert Day.
That's a
more
Absolutely.
important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chief Skull says, afternoon, guys. And Judas H. With his college football list and
What?
no ASU. Yeah,
Wow.
Chief Skull is still upset about something
yeah.
Harris posted on the Twitter.
That was a
Okay.
really
Yeah.
that was too strong of an insult right there. I don't. That was. I
You
think
are
that
an
was
ASU
crossing the
Judas
line a
if
little bit.
You just completely betrayed them. I don't understand why you're having a hard time with that.
Let's not go down that old rabbit hole. You know, hey, the model thinks what it thinks. That the computer has a mind of itself. It's not my personal rankings. If it was mine, it would be a lot different. I created that thing to make me money and to beat the spread.
You
not
are
to
the
make a ranking.
creator.
I am the creator, but
So
it has a
it
mind
is
of its
on
own.
you.
Yeah, you could say it's on me a little bit, but the
Just
model
said
thinks
was
what it
completely
thinks.
on you.
I think week
And then
2.
you took it and you posted it. That's
You know,
completely on you.
I think
Yeah.
week 2 and week 3 are the weirdest results you could get because the reason why it's low on ASU is because it struggled against a group of 5 or an FCS team.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so it really lowered them, and the spreads and the books don't like them. But rankings are based on resume, not power ratings. It's based on how you do every possession.
I was wrong. Thank you, NYC Kid. No, the Red Sox are here this weekend.
Oh, it's in Phoenix. The Red Sox are in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, and I guess the Flo Rida concert is tomorrow right after the game.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sure all
we
the
need a
dads will be
Diamondbacks
loving
victory
that.
leading right into Flo Rida.
There's something with dads and Flo Rida that I just can't explain. It's
Oh,
every
yeah.
every.
What, is he speaking English right now? I have no
Yeah.
idea what he said.
My dad
no.
loves Flo Rida. I know a lot of my friends' dads. The moment Flo Rida was on, I mean, they would just be dancing. You know, I think there's something with dads and Flo Rida.
Flo Rida's cool.
He is
I have no idea even what they sound like.
really.
It's a
Flo
he.
Rida?
Oh,
and he,
Flo Rida. Yeah.
he is he's a rapper and an artist.
Yep.
So what does he paint? Is it sculpture?
No, he writes his own music.
Maybe
and
he
Well, you
Yeah,
call
it's- I
somebody
don't
an
know.
artist, that's what I think. When somebody says,
Well,
stand-up
I
comedy is
mean-
an art, it's really not. You just stand there and you say stuff. That's not art form. That's just
Well, it is an art form. You have to be funny about it. You can't just go up there like an accountant or something and have that deadpan
Not
delivery. And
Bob
you can't
Newhart.
say any. Well, Newhart wasn't an accountant. He was funny.
No, with the sort of delivery. And then there's a guy who's an engineer who goes out and he has a screen and he does charts and graphs and stuff. The dude's hilarious. So
Isn't everyone an artist technically?
I've never heard
no,
of that guy.
they're not. No,
So
man.
I
Listen,
take it back.
If you have been like Randy and I, where you have to put the most horrific looking drawings on your fridge and pretend, oh, that's great, that's great. Oh my god, this kid has no talent at all.
How long does it have to stay up there?
Oh, yeah, where my picture go?
Yeah.
Well, I think somebody loved it so much they stole it. We got a lot of art theft around
Yeah.
here. Don't look in the trash.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what's going on. We're all messed up today because usually on Thursdays during football season, the game would start at 4:30. But the powers that be, idiots at the NFL, thought, okay, well, let's start the first game at 4 p.m. Well, the game will
Yeah.
actually start like 4:15, 4:20, but the broadcast has to start at 4. So now, usually, what we'll do is we'll have Scott, the fantasy football king Engel, on at 4 o'clock until 4:30 to answer all your guys' questions. Okay. But so since today it starts at 4, we're going to have him on at 3:18, just a few minutes from now.
Mhm.
Oh, look.
Yes.
And then Ralph from the Weekend Warriors showed up to spread more radio herpes.
I'm sure that Ralph is coming out of an important meeting.
Wow,
I am
Ralph,
actually.
you were hot there.
I was
Yeah.
in a meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's a thing. Could you just do us a favor and tell Phil to stop? Just
still
tell
doing
Phil
it?
to stop texting.
Is he
in,
doing
'cause
it again?
He wants
he
to
doing
bet
it
with
again?
us so bad, and it's like, do we just do a bet with him just to shut him the hell up?
No.
He doesn't
No.
listen. He just doesn't listen.
Stand your ground.
He
stand
texts
your
me
ground.
at like 3, 4 in the morning. I said, stop, dude. You just got to, I don't need those picks.
Are you serious?
Mm.
Oh,
3,
all
4
the
in the
time.
morning?
Oh,
What
yeah.
is he doing at 3, 4
I
in the morning?
can't talk about it on the air, but it happens.
So Phil still wants a bet, and I honestly end up forgetting what the context is of a Panthers bet. So,
Yeah.
Phil, just name your terms and let's see what happens. I'm not going to read your whole spiel of a text about
Oh, man.
nobody's trembling. And although he did have a nice compliment for Randy, saying, Randy, your Cardinals are going to absolutely demolish the Saints into
Thank
a
you.
sinful score.
Thank you.
You've outdone yourself with your pick yesterday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, that filthy Phil.
He says, that's not Jeffrey's whiskey talking.
Oh, well,
Wow.
well, I caught him on a sober moment. Wow,
That's always
rare.
impressive. Yeah.
So, listen, because this whole hour and a half has turned into 1 hour, let's go ahead and do the ending at the beginning.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do this right now so we get it over with. It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1988, the Phoenix Cardinals played their first regular season home game since moving to Arizona. A 21-14 loss. Actually, it wasn't home. It was in Cincinnati. Yeah, but you don't need it. Do you want to
against
hear the
future
details?
Cardinal quarterback Carson Palmer.
Neil Lomax, actually. He
Oh.
got sacked right at the buzzer
Neil
holding on to the ball.
Lomax.
I thought Neil Lomax was the
Neil
Cardinal
Lomax.
quarterback in '88.
That's what I said.
I said they played against a future Carson
Oh.
Palmer.
Was he playing in 88?
No,
Oh,
Carson,
hell
no.
no.
He wasn't
No,
playing in
no.
88.
I was just kind of throwing that in there.
Although, I mean, the Cardinals franchise is the oldest professional football club in the NFL from
Yes.
1898.
Oh boy, that's a long time.
That is
That's a hell of a
definitely-
long time of losing. That losing culture, it goes over 3 centuries.
Oh
Yeah.
my
A
gosh.
lot of Super Bowls
3
that they didn't get to.
centuries.
We
Goodness.
won an NFL championship. So
Well,
beware.
it's called the Super Bowl, but
Back
yeah.
in the 40s, back in the 40s, in the
Right.
40s, yeah.
Very.
When men were men and they didn't wear pads and highlighter green, they just went out there and just
Yep.
beat each other up for 2 hours and see who's in charge at the end.
Was it during the war, so there was no other teams? Or
No, there was other
1898, there was
teams.
no war.
It was 1940s, and I
the
believe
There's a
I-
war later.
I believe it was before America was. Maybe it was shortly after.
Oh.
I don't know. It was
I
around
think-
that time.
I think Hitler was a Cardinal fan. I thought I remember hearing that.
Wow!
Oh,
thought
you
he
know
had a
what?
hat.
You know what, Ralph? Let
I
him
think
have
he had
his
a- he
moment.
had a hat.
Wow!
Let him have his
Wow.
moment. Come on.
Wow.
If you look at his
Wow.
uniform, there's a little cardinal right
I don't
there.
think so. He was the gray wolf, and so he would be a Timberwolves fan, would he not? He'd be a Minnesota Vikings fan.
He
Hey,
wasn't
That's what
fond of-
Hitler was.
Him and
wasn't-
Donnie would be watching the games together.
He wasn't
I
fond
have
of
the
Coach
answer.
Schumacher. Yeah.
It was 1947 that the
Uh-huh.
Cardinals won their
Ah.
second championship. and 1925 was the first one. So they had 2 championships
Yeah.
before the
Yeah.
NFL era.
Yeah, just
25.
I was polishing trophies before I got on the air today.
And then a whole lot of years later, they went to the Super Bowl and lost.
We did. But that rascal did not catch the ball inbounds. His foot was up in the air.
Yeah, it was.
Mm.
It was up in the air, and we got robbed. Robbed, I tell you.
Yep.
ROBED, robbed.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Robed.
I hate Rob.
So
Yeah.
Big George says, I found the video on YouTube. The streaming apps are not working for me, though. Looks like the new owners are okay. Well, first off, I shouldn't have read that.
Don't go
out loud.
there.
George, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
So as far as the stream goes, that's just I just tried it and it worked. So it must be a geofencing thing. So if you're out of town or out in certain areas, like if you are in, where is today's game? Is it in Dallas or
It's
is
in
it
Philly.
It's in Philly.
So if
Yeah.
you're in Philly, it ain't gonna work. So Sir Drives a Lot says this dad listens to Flo Rida. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't mean I know who they are. Bruno Baller says the Bengals quarterback in '88 was probably Boomer Esiason.
That
And then
was his
later he was a
MVP year.
Cardinals quarterback.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
88? No, I don't think it was. Boomer.
I thought it was around that
It
time.
was the other guy.
90.
Somebody look it up.
What's
Stop
that guy's
guessing.
name?
Sharp Cat says, I want to hear Triple H's opinion on the fantasy guys' takes. Yeah. Your guys are just setting them up for a beating. Let's not do
Behave.
that.
You need to behave.
It was Boomer Esiason in
I
1988.
told you. It
No
was his
kidding.
MVP year. See, Ralph,
I
don't
thought
even.
it was the other guy. You remember the other guy?
Who's the other guy? Yeah, it went 12-4 that year.
Carson Palmer?
No, remember they had a pretty big name quarterback before Boomer.
Was it
Oh,
LA
you're-
Kid
his name?
says,
I know
I
who
you're
tried
talking
your
about.
stream
Green?
and it says this program not currently available in your location. Where are you? Maybe I
he's at Ralph's house.
He's
I'll
in
bring up
Iran.
that program. I bet I can
Yeah.
fix it. I'll fix it while we're talking.
We don't stream to Gaza, so if you're there, that ain't gonna work.
Gaza Strip. Well, it wasn't the quarterback before Boomer? Wasn't that Kenny Anderson?
Kenny Anderson, that's the guy. I was
Was it
thinking.
Yeah,
right
thank-
before Boomer though? I thought there
Yeah.
was a little bit of a
Kenny Anderson was a legend in his own mind. I mean, he was-
wasn't he an MVP in the 70s? Kenny
Who,
Anderson?
Kenny Anderson?
Yeah, it's like 71. I
Why are
think,
you
or something.
asking me this?
I feel like
All right,
he
everybody
was.
can try the stream again. I just took the geofencing off. There might be a glitch in that. So there you go. Thing is, if I'm saying it and you're not hearing me, so I don't know how you're listening. Baker's Cocky Hens says David Klingler.
No, he was the bust. He was out of University of Houston.
The Jet says, is this the replay from yesterday, or are we being forced to listen to Ralph 2 days in a row?
2 and maybe 3 because of that comment.
This is actually live. Navy Brad says, football season's here. How do you keep Cowboy fans and players from coming to your house? Here's how you put up a goal line because they'll never cross the goal line.
Nice.
Moist
Right
one
on.
says, before Mr. the King is on, may I ask for Harris's opinion on Dante Thornton Jr.?
That's a nice late round flyer. If you're in like a 16, 18 team fantasy league, he's worth the take.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of great traits. I think he was underutilized at Tennessee. And so he can be very, very good with that Raiders offense. But a nice sleeper. I like where your head's at there. That'd be a good pick.
Kenny Anderson was an MVP for the Bengals
What year?
in 1981. He also won the
Oh.
Offensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year awards in that same season.
I was
There
a
we go.
decade off. I
Dude,
thought it
he
was
just
71.
cleaned up.
Yeah, he was
that
awesome
season.
that year.
Rainy City Bitch Pigeon says, afternoon, gentlemen. Not sure if this has been discussed before, but I need to know how old Harris's dad is for context. He is 42.
95.
He's 95. Beeve says, got online for the first time, saw Harris. Damn, thank God I couldn't see his mustache.
Wow.
Mr.
Wow.
Wilbur says, as we say in my family, CSS Cowboys still suck. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Wilbur.
All right.
Let's
Mr.
see.
Wilbur?
Sir Drives a Lot says, Triple H, the best way to get me as a fan is to question everything Scott the King says. Just saying.
Wow.
What do you
I
got
think he's
beef
trying
with
to
him for?
He's trying to get you in trouble. That's
I'm
what
getting
he's trying to do.
conflicting. Yeah, I'm getting conflicting advice here, and it's
Hey, let's not. Today is Scott the King's birthday. So we
No,
gotta
for
say-
real?
Oh, is it
Yeah, we got to
really?
say happy birthday to him.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
Last
That's
Optimist
awesome.
says, stream via app was working in Florida. Guess I'll get geo-fenced out when the game starts. No, you won't, Last Optimist. You're going to be fine. T-Licious says, happy Thursday and NFL opening day. Here's my parlay hitting. Okay. Harris's dad has just put a bunch of old Miss flags up in the yard. He's kind of tone deaf to the NFL starting with the hottie toddy and the gosh almighty. King of Kittens says, hey guys, hey Ralph, suck it, Ralph. 8 Mile Mofo says, how many sacks you think Parsons gets against the Lions on Sunday? He says, go Lions and happy football day, everybody.
None. I don't think he's going to play.
Beer Nut says, going to be a close game tonight, gentlemen.
What?
No, it's not. No, it's
What?
not. For like 5 minutes.
Probably not. Moist One says Amari Cooper retired. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you about that.
That's pretty nuts.
And he says now there's only 2 other 6'5" receivers that have run a 40 as fast as Dante Thornton, Randy Moss, and Calvin Johnson.
Dante
Randy
Thornton,
Moss.
I always thought, I couldn't believe that Tennessee didn't use him as much as they did. He is a freak athlete. High recruit coming out of high
I think
school
Amari's on
because of
my
those
bench.
traits. So
Dang.
he can be good.
Sorry. This is going to be text of the day.
Huh?
Here's text of the day, 1248.
Yep.
How do we send in fantasy football questions? Is there a special hotline?
We'll get back to you.
That's funny.
That's a Tennessee person. It has to be.
Oh, it is. It's 615.
Oh, there you go.
I
kidding
should have read
me.
it with the accent.
Is it actually?
Yes. Beer Nut says, let's bet, sir. T-Licious says, but Mr. Anderson lost to Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Go Niners and suck it, Ralph. Swave Dave says, welcome back. Well, he's not here yet. Oh, I'll just save your question. Oh, he's just trying to be first in line with a fantasy football question.
Very
Swave
nice.
Dave knows how this works. If you have a fantasy football question for Scott, the fantasy football king Ingle, you text it in and you listen and wait for your answer.
Right. Yes.
LA Kid says, I'm in LA this week, going to the Rams game this weekend. Will Ralph
Nice.
be there? In
I
spirit.
wish I was there, but no, have fun, man. That'll be a fun game. Go Rams.
1248. Can I send in a question via a self-addressed stamped envelope? Be my guest. That's sounds like that's
Wow.
Tennessee texting right there.
Oh,
Haven't
my
heard
goodness.
that term in a long
Wow.
time.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Genius.
Yep.
So there's a couple things that have to happen right now. I really got to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And second,
Thank
we
you.
got to get set up and ready to go for Scott, the fantasy football king Ingle. It's going to be right after this break here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Arizona businesses need more skilled workers, and our students are the solution. At the Pima Joint Technical Education District, we build the talent Arizona businesses rely on. With cutting-edge programs in health and technology and hands-on career training, our 30,000 students will graduate ready for high-demand careers. JTED builds the future of Arizona's workforce. Learn how our students will bring excellence to your business at PimaJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right, they're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage team.
2025 NASCAR Championship Weekend. October 31st through November 2nd. Experience the thrill of NASCAR racing at Phoenix Raceway. October 31st, it's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship. November 1st, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. And it all culminates with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship on Sunday, November 2nd. This event will sell out. Go to PhoenixRaceway.com for more. Don't miss the NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's Danny Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and joining us is Scott, the Fantasy Football King, Engel Fantasy Sports Writing Association Hall of Famer, with us for another year. And I was trying to get your spiel from you earlier. Are you still the writer for the game day?
No, I'm not. Good evening. Having a little trouble hearing you, to be honest with you guys. If you could turn me up, I appreciate it. I am now at Advanced Local, which is NewJersey.com, Cleveland.com, Michigan Live, all these big websites.
Hey, Scott, take
Yeah.
your little line there, your little headset line. It's better on just an actual phone, or hold the microphone up a little bit closer to where your mouth is. I think we'll hear you better then.
Okay, is this better?
Way better, way better.
Okay. I just, that sounds better on your end too. Sorry for any technical difficulties. I'm at Advanced Local now, which is like Michigan Live, NewJersey.com, Cleveland Plain Dealer, etc., Rotoballer.com, and still at Seahawks.com, and also on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
All right. So I wrote all that stuff down so to make sure we get it right there for you. And by the way, it does crack me up that you're using green screen technology while wearing a green hat. That is Seahawks genius right there.
That's right. I gotta look throwback, for the first NFL weekend.
Hey, when it comes to the Seahawks green, that's the right word. Throw it back.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you're real punny tonight.
Well, aren't you excited? It's the first game of football. I don't have any players tonight. Do you have any players tonight, Scott?
Well, I'm in 14 leagues, so I pretty much have everybody at some point.
Sure. So it's not like the best of matchups to start the season, but it's our first real football, and it's happening after 4:00. So that's got to get your juices going. It's your favorite, right? You favor doing NFL fantasy more than anything else, right?
Yeah, NFL is obviously my favorite, and of course it's everybody's favorite. I feel like it's way more popular now than it's ever been. Just everybody playing it now. Like when Josh Hart of the New York Knicks starts posting his fantasy roster and starts asking for thoughts, I think it tells you. People used to say you're a geek if you do it. People now say I think you're a geek if you don't do it, because you're left out if you don't do it. And, I also play fantasy baseball, fantasy basketball, sometimes fantasy NASCAR. Other people play fantasy golf, and if you go on ESPN, you can play even fantasy bass fishing. But for me, it's football.
Fantasy bass
Fantasy
fishing.
bass fishing.
That can't be real.
Wow.
Triple H would like that.
Yes, it is. You remember the late great Meatloaf, the legendary
Yes.
rock singer.
Yes.
He was actually a huge fantasy player, and his goal was on ESPN was to have the highest Uber rating. So he played every fantasy sport on the site, including bass fishing.
Wow. ESPN has fantasy bass fishing? Wow.
Yep.
You're kidding.
Did not know
that's too
that.
much.
Yeah.
That is way too much. All right, listen, we of course we're not completely unlimited with time because at 4:00 the broadcast starts. We've already got a crap ton of text messages coming down the line, Mr. the King. But as we always do, we're going to be the first people to get any kind of fantasy input. Let me just be the first to start. I think I had a great draft. I actually think I had a great draft, and Harris agrees.
I do.
Harris agrees that I have a great draft. So
Somebody's shaking their head. Somebody with a real nice looking shirt is shaking their head.
baby.
So I'm going to let you take a look at my lineup real fast. We're not going to do this for every listener on the sheet here, but here's my starting lineup right there, Mr. the King. Now,
How
of course,
many teams in the league and is this PPR?
12 in PPR.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think you probably need a better quarterback.
Yes.
And there's probably a better defense available on free agency.
Would you use the Packers this week?
No.
Okay. I was curious about how you
some
felt.
of the defenses you could find on the free agent list include Arizona, which I would definitely use if they're available. They have a great early schedule. New England might be a free agent as well. The Rams.
Yeah, I wasn't really too worried about the defense. I was just really happy to get the haul that I got.
You have to be worried about every player in the lineup if you want to have an optimal lineup
Sure.
and give your best self a chance to win.
But
I'm
not till
sorry,
the
I
end
can't
of the
go easy
draft.
on you here.
That's right.
I'm not doing a defense until the end of the draft or even when the draft is over.
I get defenses in the next to last round, and I always get the ones that have good schedules early in the season.
Right. So for me, I didn't take a defense until after I moved Rashee Rice into the suspension list, and then I grabbed my defense. That's how I did it.
Right.
And by the way,
But
can
what
I
I'm
just tell
telling
you?
you is it's probably something better on free agency available right now.
Take a look at that again and understand. I drafted 11.
Yeah.
Now, you were supposed to be impressed.
It's a good team.
Did nothing.
It's a good team. I don't necessarily like the Herbert McConkey connection because the Chargers are going to run a lot. I like McConkey, but Herbert's like a number 16 fantasy quarterback.
There was a run on quarterbacks earlier than I wanted to participate in. I was going to get Dak Prescott just because I think he's going to have some stats. But outside of that, I was just like,
good.
What's that?
That would have been good. He's going to lead the NFL in passing attempts, is my prediction.
But, sometimes that's the way the draft goes when you're picking 11th. So, anyway, I have no questions. I've just,
I've drafted 12th, and I've had better quarterbacks than Herbert.
So now it's somebody else's turn. I might look at that defense again, but as far as everything else, I'm just rolling with what I got. So Harris, by the way, this is Mr. the King.
Yes.
Mr. the King, this is Harris. He's our new guy who runs the board in there. He says he's a 5-time fantasy football champion. But I'm pretty sure it was a family league. So let's see if he has any questions for you.
False. First off, it was a very serious league, Mr. O'Brien. We had political parties. We had commissioner debates. Oh, my goodness. We did the full bit.
It was in Tennessee, Scott.
Yep. Middle of nowhere in
Leaper's
Tennessee.
Fork. Wherever that is.
All right, well, good to meet you there, Triple H.
Yes, sir. So my question to you is, who is a late round guy? We'll talk like 8th round on that you think is being super underdrafted. Maybe someone you're like, I'm not leaving my draft without this guy.
I would say Marvin Mims Jr. of the Denver Broncos. You can get him about the 12th round or so. You know, when the team leaves open a starting slot for a guy, I think you have to take notice. They've left the number 2 job open for him in Denver. He's like a punt returner. Last year they tried to get him the ball as like a returner and see what he could do, and they really liked him. He had a very good offseason. I'm looking for him to expand his route tree this year and become a really good quality number 2 wide receiver for the Broncos. I think him and Demario Douglas, who's also known as Pop Douglas of the New England Patriots, who I think will lead the Patriots in receptions. Those are two good value receivers. And in some smaller leagues, you might be able to go out and pick them up off the waivers.
Wow. That's Marvin Mims, I thought, was so good at Oklahoma. He's a speedster, and that's a bold take. Stephon Diggs not leading the Patriots in receptions. Wow.
No, Stephon Diggs, I think his best years are behind him, and he'll command a lot of defensive attention, but that'll open up opportunities for himself. And you want to talk super sleep people from the Patriots, Kayshon Boutte.
From LSU.
Booty.
Yeah.
So listen,
he said Booty.
I can't help it. It's funny. So here's the thing, Ralph and Randy, we are running out of time because the text line is just piling up. I was telling these guys off air, the first time we do this in any given year, it's usually pretty slow, but they knew you were coming, Mr. the King. So we have a full deck here. So be a little quicker with the questions than Harris and a little less long-winded than Harris. Well, everybody just don't be like Harris.
I'm trying here. I'm trying.
So, Randy?
I'll tell you. Well, welcome back, Mr. the King.
He's used to making speeches.
Dang right. Finally, some respect around here. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Mr. the King. I don't have any questions because I don't know what
Randy.
to expect. Hey, how you doing, my friend?
It's good to see you, Randy. I don't think this is the first time I've ever seen you.
And here it is in all of its glory. This is me. Yeah. You can be thoroughly disappointed now.
More
You didn't used to
intimidating
have
than
that
I
beard.
thought it would be.
So you have no questions, Randy?
I have no questions this week for Mr. the King. I'm
Okay.
just gonna see how bad I look after game one.
So now we'll move on to Ralph, who's going to do some Seahawks ass kissing and then probably say something stupid.
So hello, my Seahawk.
Far from least, my good friend and fellow 12, Ralph.
Hello, my Seahawk brother. How are you?
Yes, and I'm sure he likes my getup.
Yeah. Happy birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Mr. King.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you. My son,
that's
for my birthday, got me one of those floating helmets. He got me the Seattle silver throwback helmet.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
I have a question for you that's really not fantasy related, but I'm going to ask you anyway. I want your take on the game behind you, on the Seahawk-Niner game. What do you feel about that game?
I feel like I'm going to take the under there. The Seahawks have a very underrated defense that some writers actually feel could be one of the best in the league. It's also a good sneaky fantasy defense for week number one, better than the 49ers there, Jeff. I would cut the 49ers for the Seahawks. Byron Murphy could have a breakout year as a defensive lineman next to Leonard Williams. And the secondary is so good. One of the most underrated defensive backs in the entire NFL is Devin Witherspoon, who does everything. And he'll probably cover Ricky Pearsall a lot in the opener. And I don't expect Pearsall to have that good of a game. The Niners are not as explosive as they used to be. This is going to be a good game that could come down to Darnold versus Purdy, which makes me a little nervous. But I'm going to take the under here and definitely start the Seahawks defense.
Awesome. Thank you.
So did you say the Rams were a good defense to pick up? Did I hear you say that earlier?
Their defensive line against Houston's offensive line. I like that matchup.
And done. Thank you.
I knew he would listen eventually.
I looked down there for Arizona, but I think somebody spocked me on that one. So, okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go?
A lot of people drafted Arizona. Their first 3 weeks of the schedule just they face like Carolina, New Orleans, and somebody else.
Yeah, there's some cupcakes on that one for sure. We did talk about that. Are you ready to go? We got a full deck of people looking for some advice. Are you surprised about the advice asking when you just drafted that team? And now it's like, well, you just got to roll the dice and play them, right?
As soon as people finish drafting, they want to know who to start in week 9. So I'm not surprised.
Let's get to it. Here we go.
Week 1, but this is I got a bye here situation here in week 11. Can you help me with it?
Oh, I've got a buy-mageddon on the way for me. That's going to be bad. Yeah. Swave Dave says, welcome back, Mr. the King. Do you recommend David Montgomery or J.K. Dobbins this week?
I would go with Montgomery. I'm anticipating a high-scoring game between Green Bay and Detroit. That means Montgomery gets in the end zone once, maybe twice.
Fish Tank says, Ramondre Stevenson or Jalen Reed in the flex?
Jalen Reed's got a fractured foot he's trying to play through. I would have to go with Stevenson, although I'm not that excited about him. Eventually Travion Henderson is going to usurp him.
He also wants to know Dak Prescott tonight or Bo Nix, later.
That's a tough one, but I got Nix on rotoballer.com ranked 1 spot ahead of Prescott.
Grand Mariner says, go Seahawks, beat the 49ers this weekend. Do you have a question? There's no question. He just wanted to say that.
I agree with that.
Last Optimist.
It's funny because, I'm from New York. I'm a Mets and a Knicks fan otherwise.
Last Optimist says, Lad McConkey, James Conner, James Cook.
How many does he need?
I don't know. I think he's trying to tell you his picks.
I guess I'll rank them.
Okay.
James Cook, James Conner, Lad McConkey.
Wow.
So what's your downside on McConkey?
There isn't. They're all good options. It's just I love Conner against the Saints.
Big George on the text line says, Mr. the King, welcome back. We missed your insight and knowledge. Question for Mr. the King. Who would you start in the flex? George Pickens, Cam Scatterbo, Cooper Kupp, Tucker Kraft.
I just want to say Scatterbo so I can say that. He's got that full. But, I'm going to go with Pickens. The Cowboys are going to throw a ton this year.
So Scatterbo is a fun name to say, but as you know, he's a local guy here. How do you like his chances to be any sort of a fantasy football performer this season?
He was injured for a lot of the preseason, so it's going to take some time. But eventually I see a split between him and Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Got it. Moist One, fellow Seahawk fan there too, says, hello, Fantasy King and Dr. Pepper Prince. Hope you have been well. Go Hawks. And now the question.
Here we go.
Jaylen Warren, Waddle, or Cooper Kupp in the flex?
Jaylen Warren, Cooper Kupp, and who was it?
Says Jaylen Warren, Waddle, or Cooper Kupp.
I'm going to go with Jalen Waddle here for the most upside, and I will toast you all with a Dr. Pepper Zero Strawberry here.
Oh, I was wondering why it was a weird color.
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't like. See, I was a Mountain Dew guy.
Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero.
When I was a Mountain Dew guy, I didn't like all the different Baja this or Monster that. I just like straight up Mountain Dew.
But the blackberry's so good.
Does it take away that horrible Dr. Pepper taste?
It how should I say it enhances the wonderful taste.
Enhances. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Dimeback Dude says
boring.
Let's see. Dr. Danger. Dr. Danger on the text line says, should I start Wilson or Jennings?
Which Wilson, which Jennings? Talking about?
I think Garrett Wilson and Juwan Jennings, perhaps.
There's no way I would start Juwan Jennings over Garrett Wilson.
Just a guess.
Especially against the Seattle secondary.
So Dr. Danger figured it out and then says, I better put the whole names. Here's another question. Should I start Trayvon Henderson or Chuba Hubbard?
I think you should start Chuba Hubbard because we don't know what kind of workload Henderson's going to get yet. Hubbard's so underrated. you know he's going to, get the bulk of that workload.
And let's finish up for Dr. Danger because he wants you to set his entire lineup. J.K. Dobbins or Jordan Mason.
I'm going to go with J.K. Dobbins, and don't be cheap. Subscribe to my lineup rankings on Rotoballer, and, you can do any players you want.
Yeah, Dr. Danger, don't be cheap. You're a doctor. His final question is Xavier Worthy or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I'm going to go Harrison, along with my prediction that he's going to lead the NFL in touchdown receptions this year. You guys know that it was egregious how Murray didn't get the ball to him last year. I think they probably worked hard on it this offseason.
Well, it was also egregious how Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't know he was going to have to dive 1 or 2 yards behind him most of the time to catch any of those passes from Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray didn't even look at him on some routes.
No, that's true, too. Okay, when we come back, the ladies love the Fantasy Football King, and they've got questions for him. So let's come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender?
Radio and the internet.
Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
I'm an Arizona truck driver. I deliver food, medicine, supplies, and hope.
And during times of crisis, I support our communities. But every day I see people putting lives and families at risk.
Distracted driving is deadly, period. Be aware, be safe, and visit sharetheroadaz.com and find tips on how to drive safely around trucks.
This message is sponsored by the Arizona Trucking Association Foundation.
Here in Arizona, summer heat is a fact of life, but lately it's not just the temperatures that are rising. Inflation, global tensions, and economic uncertainty are heating up also. I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver. In turbulent times, doing nothing is the biggest risk of all. Smart investors always look to protect their wealth. Right now, with gold soaring past $3,000 an ounce and silver still affordable, investors are taking action. Established in 1973, CMI is the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. We've helped Americans nationwide over the past 50 years with honest advice, secure and private transactions, and transparent low prices. We're family-owned, A-plus rated, and trusted by generations. Don't wait for the next financial heat wave to make your move. Prepare today with precious metals. Visit CMIGS.com or call us at 602-234-2300. Mention Money Radio to get a free 1-ounce silver coin on your first order. Call 602-234-2300. CMIGS.com.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Water is Arizona's most valuable resource, and for over a century, Phoenix has led the way in providing reliable water services. Wherever you call home in Arizona, we all share the responsibility to conserve for tomorrow. Watch your water use, especially outdoors. Consider desert-friendly landscaping and water-saving appliances. Together, small changes can make a big difference. Learn more at phoenix.gov/water and help secure Arizona's water future. This message is sponsored by the City of Phoenix Water Services Department.
1580, The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. I kind of feel bad for Scott, the Fantasy Football King Engel, because he's trying to show off his favorite drink, but the box has the colors that his green screen thing is not liking, so he's just holding up the an invisible box of soda. I like your background, though.
Yeah, my background is where I grew up, Shea Stadium.
Yeah. Oh, bring up that microphone for us again. Don't
That
forget.
is the great Shea Stadium. I watched many games on TV from that stadium. Yeah.
Yep, that's when they used to play football back there.
Yep.
Wow.
So, are you ready? The ladies have
There weren't
questions.
many great football games though, because the Jets played there.
Yeah, that's a shame. That is a shame.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's get right back to the fantasy football questions. Supergirl has a question for you.
Oh,
says, since Achan is questionable, should I play Eckler or Etienne in the running back position?
Ooh.
Hopefully you mean Travis and not Trevor, because Trevor's third on the depth chart. I think you would have to play Etienne for the most potential touches. But if Dylan Sampson of the Browns is on free agency, which he's not in a lot of leagues, but still, or you can make a trade for him for week 1, he's a sneaky play.
I love that. That's a ball right there. I love that.
And that means the world to him. Thanks. Thanks, Harris.
Hey, at least he compliments me. When I was trying to tell you about the defense, you're like, oh, it's because I drafted 11th.
Hey, what do you want? What do you want on your birthday, huh? What do you want?
What I want on my birthday, let's see. My son already got me the floating helmet. He got me these Beavis and Butthead talking figures where you pull the spring in the back and you say, hey, baby.
Well, that's great. Sounds like a great birthday, man.
Yeah, it is. And my wife got me a gift card for Lids. So I'm going to be buying a new Seahawk hat or shirt now.
Super Bowl hat. Super Bowl hat.
Yeah,
All right.
I have that already.
New one.
Yeah, how many Super Bowl hats do you have?
I would say Super Bowl champions, probably about 5 of them.
Huh? Are they all Seahawks? No, they're not. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, that's
They're all Seahawks. You know, I know I'm on a Cardinal station here, and I'd probably like show a Super Bowl trophy, and you'd all go, "What's that? I've never."
No. This is not the Cardinal station, Mr. the King. No.
This is the everything else station.
Yeah, this is the NFL, not the
I'm a
Cardinal
Colts
station.
fan. He's a
Yeah.
Cardinals fan. Harris is a Titans fan for reasons we can't figure out. So
Right. Yeah. Well, he's from Tennessee.
that we
That's
still
all
can't
can-
figure that
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So 6182 says, hello, my liege, my leader, my king. I have missed you. Wait a minute. Is that Latina Leprechaun on a new number? Because that sounds like Latina Leprechaun.
Latina Leprechaun.
Hola, honey. ¿Qué tal?
This is back in the fantasy football game this season. Can I ask you if you would start Caleb Williams or Brock Purdy at quarterback?
Purdy. I don't think we're ready to start Williams yet. They put a lot around him and to try to get him to succeed. They've improved the line. They've improved the supporting cast. But Purdy's more proven. Early in the fantasy season, you want to go with your more established guys and have a track record.
Also, Jaden Blue, Cam Scat, Abu, or Dante Thornton Jr. in the flex.
Yeah, I couldn't use either one of those running backs. I don't even know what Blue's role was going to be. Dante Thornton was one of the sleepers of the preseason. He's actually listed as a starting wide receiver for Pete Carroll's Raiders to start the season. Fourth-round rookie, if he can improve his possession routes, he could be quite a sleeper.
Fish Tank says, I heard Supergirl's question, and Achan is questionable, but everything I see says he is playing. So I don't think she'll need to worry about replacing him.
There are different shades of questionable. He's on the positive side of questionable. People will look at their screen and say, oh, questionable. I don't know what to do, but they're different shades. Sometimes the guy's questionable. He might not play until we don't know anything to warm up. Other times the guy's questionable. He's limited in practice. He'll be fine. The funny thing is, it's like we have gentlemen and ladies calling up. Ladies will openly talk about their worries. Guys always macho like, I don't worry about anything until you tell them, who you just started your flex? Oh, I don't know.
No, trust me. Everybody who texted a question is clutching pearls on game 1 of the NFL.
Yeah.
Stockton Slap says, I'm in a 14-man league. Ugh. Who do I start in my flex? Stephon Diggs or Matthew Golden?
I'm going to start Golden. I don't like Diggs in New England. I think he's going to command a lot of defensive attention. Other guys are going to get benefit from that. But I just feel like Diggs, much respect for him, past his prime. Golden was drafted to be the number one wide receiver for the Packers. That could be a high-scoring game with Detroit.
Chief Skull says Harris beat his grandmother in fantasy football 5 times. That's how he got that nickname. Silver Pop says, no question. Just want to wish Mr. the King happy birthday and go Cardinals. That's Silver Pops right there.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Heckler Jones doesn't care about your birthday and just says Tyler Bass or Jake Bates.
Wow.
I don't care about your kickers. I would say Jake Bates.
Bad Fish says, is Trey Benson worth having on the bench?
Especially if you have James Conner. Sometimes throughout his career, Conner has had durability issues. But if you haven't identified like a certain player, am I going to cut James Conner for, say, Dylan Sampson, then don't cut him just to cut him. If it becomes something else if you have a certain player, go, man, I really want to pick up Mario Douglas, but should I cut James Conner to get him? You don't cut guys just for the sake of cutting them.
Badfish also wants to know, better flex this week, Alvin Kamara or Devontae Smith?
I'm going to go Devontae Smith against that Dallas defense. You know, it's even worse without Micah Parsons.
Rob Diz is going to get a warning for this, but he says, so, Ben Dover or Hugh Janus? Shut up, Diz. Last Optimist says, the Blackberry Dr. Pepper milkshake at Whataburger tastes of blackberry more than Dr. Pepper. But here's my question. He says, Brock Purdy or Caleb Williams at quarterback?
I think we had that question already. But,
did I already read that?
I'm definitely taking Purdy over Williams. He's more established and proven. You know, Williams could be better down the line.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, Amari Cooper or Larry Fitzgerald?
Amari Cooper announced that he's going to retire today.
Yes,
So,
I think that's the point.
Larry
I think
Fitzgerald is already retired, but if we want to make all-time comparisons, then certainly Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, it's
Amari
always.
Cooper is like Canseco as many teams as he can play for.
Halfy Lefty says, Rams or Steelers defense?
Steelers for sure. I do like the Rams, but the Steelers are one of the top defenses for the first 3 weeks of the season.
Fecal Mist wants to know who you'd roster, Quinshon Judkins or Trey Benson?
I'd go with Judkins because I think eventually when he's going to come back, he's going to start for the Browns at some point.
6182 turns out is Latina Leprechaun. She says you are correct.
All
She
right,
says,
welcome
and
back.
I was correct when I guessed that she was coming back for the fantasy football. She says I returned only to hear Scott Engel.
Wow.
Then she says,
Wow.
what happened to Keon? Well, he got tired of your crap and says, you know what, I'm leaving because I don't want to deal with Latina Leprechaun anymore and her inappropriate advances.
Yeah,
So
where is Keon? Yeah.
he got a new job.
He got a real job.
Nice. Good for him.
We didn't fire him. He fired us.
Yeah. He ghosted us.
So
That's
that's why
good.
we got Harris here now.
Oh, I like Harris already, but I'll miss Keon too.
Hey, every Drew Bledsoe needs a Tom Brady. I get it. I understand.
Oh, geez.
That's wow.
Harris
That's
won't be here
a
long.
big statement there. He's got that fantasy football trash talking swagger.
He does have that. Whistling Gerbil says Chubb, Aaron Jones, or Montgomery.
Montgomery, best chance to get in the end zone, I think.
Lots of Montgomery questions. Hefty says David Montgomery or Jameson Will. Oh, you already asked that, Hefty. Did I not ask that? Montgomery or Jameson Wilson in the
Montgomery or
flex?
Jameson. Jameson is more the upside play.
Chief Skull says Calvin Ridley or Ricky Pearsall.
Ridley for sure. I don't like the matchup for Pearsall against the Seattle defense.
Swave Dave says, not sure why I picked up Jaden Higgins, but do you think he'll amount to anything this season?
It's very possible he's going to start in 3 wide receiver sets, and this is the deepest receiving crew that C.J. Stroud has ever had so far in his limited career. But I think Stroud's in for a bounce back year. So yeah, hold on to him.
Moist one, come on, man. He says, happy birthday. Do you see any upside in colostomy? Come on, man.
So bad.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's funny.
I did not prepare for this.
Wow.
I prepared
Wow.
for the fantasy
Just-
football question.
Just wow.
Well, it is week 1, so it was a good practice for all of us. I think at this point we got it all figured out. Your background does look good now. You've got that going, Scott. And well, Harris didn't say anything stupid. We did prep him for your arrival that you do not suffer fools lightly. So he's been on his good behavior.
There's a lot more to
Well,
come.
you can talk fresh. I can tell that already.
That I can.
Whistling Gerbil says Jennings or Egbuka.
I would. I don't know if Jennings is going to play yet. Might be a game time decision. But I'm leaning towards Egbuka because he's going to be the number 2 wide receiver for Tampa Bay in a good matchup.
Whistling Gerbil also wants to know, he wants everyone to know Jaden Blue has been ruled out for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, oh, sorry, it wasn't asked with a defense question. I'm not trying to get double answers or anything like that. Keeping my eye on you, Hefty Lefty, by God. So, hey, we never found out. How did you do last season? How are your results in your leagues? How many did you win?
I won a few, but maybe 2 or 3, not as many as I wanted to win.
Gotcha. So
sometimes the best team doesn't always win, though, in fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
I say that every year, Mr. the King.
Mostly because Ralph won the Premier
There you
League
go.
last year. So, yeah, you're right. The best team doesn't always win.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, find him online at Scott E. the King on the Twitters and the stuff like that. So thanks so much for being with us. Have a great week. We'll see you again next Thursday. All right, guys, that's it for us. Coming up next, you've got the first game of the season, Cowboys Eagles, here on 1580 The Fanatic. We'll see you tomorrow.
The kids' homework?